By the end of this video, you will learn a complete set of high-impact drills that can take your pickleball skills from solid to elite. Whether you're aiming to win your next tournament or just want to level up your consistency, hand speed, court awareness, and strategic shot selection, this session is packed with focused exercises to help you improve smarter, not just harder. Let's kick things off with a simple but incredibly effective kitchen drill. Imagine playing a regular game, but stripped down to just the kitchen line. You and your partner start dinking straight ahead, and from there, you play the point out just as you would in a real match. This drill is brilliant because it cuts out the fluff. No serves, no returns, no missed third shots. Just the meat of what matters most in competitive play. Controlling the kitchen, moving your opponent around, and being ready to speed up when the opportunity arises. This kitchen-only drill helps you stay focused on the exchanges that win or lose points at the higher levels. You're also naturally training your ability to defend or attack the player directly in front of you, which becomes increasingly important as you climb up in skill. You're not just improving your hands, you're sharpening your decision-making and your ability to read when to stay soft and when to go aggressive. The next drill hones in on middle court coverage and your ability to react to sudden speed-ups. The setup is simple. One player feeds a Dink's court, and on the return, the ball is sped up into the middle. The goal? Work on a compact swing and train your reaction to these sudden changes in pace. What you don't want to do is panic and step backward. That's a recipe for a net ball or a weak pop-up. Instead, you're training your body to step laterally along the kitchen line, staying balanced and compact. Once you've warmed up to it, increase the difficulty by having the feeder stretch the dink wide so the other player has to recover and reset from a more vulnerable position. It's a game-like scenario that tests your readiness and ability to recover quickly, which is vital for staying in control under pressure. At this point, it's a good idea to address one of the most common questions. How often should you drill if you're really serious about improving? The honest answer is, it depends. It's not about clocking in a certain number of hours. It's about how efficiently you use the time you have. Let's say you've got 2 hours per day. If you're sitting around a 4.0 skill level and aiming to go pro, those hours should be structured to connect drills with actual gameplay patterns. In a perfect world, you'd drill in the morning and put those skills to the test in live games later that day. That way, you're collapsing the time between learning and applying. Whether you drill 3 days a week or 5, the real trick is making your practice reflect real game situations and constantly evaluating how your skills transfer to match play. It's about putting in the miles through repetition and then refining the inches through awareness and mindset. Now, let's move back from the kitchen and focus on resetting from the transition zone, a shot that's frequently missed at the 4.0 level and above. This drill helps you develop a calm, controlled approach to one of the most chaotic parts of the court. You're hitting resets from mid-court while your partner is comfortably up at the kitchen. In gameplay, this is where most players get frantic. But in this drill, you train yourself to slow down, stay balanced, and lift that ball gently over the net to buy yourself time to advance. You're teaching your brain to trust that a controlled reset is more effective than rushing or jamming the ball back. The more advanced version of this drill shifts your mindset midway. Instead of just defending, after the third reset, you're allowed to get aggressive if the ball calls for it. It helps build that instinct to shift gears at the right moment, something that separates average players from high-level performers. Now it's time to put everything together. This next drill simulates a full rally with built-in constraints that make it highly effective. One player starts at the baseline, while the other is already at the kitchen. The player at the back hits a drop, but they aren't allowed to advance until after their second shot. This creates a real challenge. How to handle being on defense, how to move up at the right time, and how to apply pressure from a disadvantaged position. The drill is called 7-11 because the player at the baseline needs to score 7 points before the player at the kitchen gets to 11. The score imbalance represents the positional advantage, and it keeps the game fair while making it super competitive. This drill also trains your fourth shot. Too often, players play the fourth too passively or overdo it. You want to learn how to apply just enough pressure to keep your opponent from getting a free ride to the net. You're not trying to paint lines, you're trying to make them hit tough shots under duress. To wrap up the session, Here's a hands drill that is an absolute must. This one is all about speed and anticipation. You start with a soft dink, then intentionally send a dead dink. Your partner knows this is the moment to attack, and they can speed it up anywhere at your body. You don't know where it's coming, so your focus is on staying compact, keeping your paddle out front, and reading their shot in real time. This drill simulates real attacks better than almost any other. And if you stick with it, your hand speed will skyrocket, not because your reflexes magically improved, but because your preparation, paddle position, and focus got sharper. Drilling isn't just about the physical reps, it's about sharpening the mind too. In tournaments or high-pressure games, the inches make all the difference. The hours you've spent drilling, the miles, are what get you to the court prepared. But the inches, the mental sharpness, the reads, the footwork under stress are what make you great. One of the best takeaways you can carry with you is this: you can do serious things while still having fun. And the most successful players find ways to enjoy the grind, stay playful, and take every inch of improvement seriously. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this helpful, make sure to keep drilling, stay curious, and commit to the small details that make big changes. See you out on the court soon.